Hi, my name is Jakob Genis. Today is the 18th of October 2025. I'm in my front yard again at my house in Akasha Gauteng. Yeah, my pet rabbit, Ted Bundy, is a little sick today. To rehab him now again. What's happened is yesterday I had to attend to a mechanical assistant of mine, a helper called Jan. I needed him to fix my muster. He fixed my muster many times and it was used for cave exploration. But he's now too sick. His right leg is uh, filled up with a lots of. He was in a car crash a while back, so he had to go. He had steel pins placed into him, and yesterday, which was the 17th of October 2025, I had to basically go to where he was. Where he was living is unfortunately living over there at the Shacks close to the Winternest train station in Akasha, Pretoria, Gauteng, South Africa. So I had to go to him. I had to call the ambulance and I had to get him. He's now at the Pretoria North Clinic there in Jack Hendon Street. So he had to be fixed. I fixed him basically for cave exploration, but unfortunately there are certain entities around me, like Sting and Mary J. Blige, who want to misuse him, for committing prop lifting, tree felling, tree vandalizing, and light polluting crimes in my backyard or surrounding areas at my house in Akasha, Gauteng. Now, and it's very sad that people would misuse an entity like that, not for mechanical assistance and cave exploration, but rather for, you know, um, as Sony is legally suing Tencent for slavishly cloning and committing aggression upon their game series Horizon. Very difficult to explain legal sense. Let's explain it legally. Sony is suing Tencent's game Light of Mortram for slavishly cloning and committing aggression or erosion upon their game series Horizon. So that's basically how that one is. So I don't know how long Ted Bundy is going to survive. Of course, they're always in a rehab program. I'm always with them, and that's why they're always like in an active program. If I skip some programs, they will pass out. So now I'll try my best to get Mr. Ted Bundy healthy again. And our medical help is not going to help. He just needs to exercise with some air and just to go on. Otherwise, he's going to get too weak. But I do feel his muscle mass. I have changed inside, minimal design and stuff like this. But yeah, hopefully Jan gets better. There are people, unfortunately, once you go into the legal essence, you go from the world of how Sony is legally committed to suing, for instance, like the Modram. You have other things like Dying Light, the Beast. Now, this thing about our mechanical assistant can't be used for cave exploration, or what Sting and Mary J. Blige would say, just cave exploration. Um, is basically bestiality telepathy. Beast telepathy, sorry. Beast telepathy is basically another way of just, this guy shouldn't be allowed to have fixed your master for cave exploration, but just for beast telepathic tasks we need to do. We need you to basically cut down that plant, cut down that tree for beast telepathic abilities. That's how Dying Light. This is what is meant by a Dying Light. It's a game. Dying Light, the beast. Is when entities sing about Sting and Mary J. Blige about beast telepathy the whole time. So if I wake up, for example, I need, what's happened is, and I made the same mistake last time. So it's not just Jan. It's just my energy source is limited, unfortunately. I'm only one person. I don't have anybody helping me out with this. And it's worse because there's so many people that needs to go into the world of Dying Light, the beast, and talk about beast telepathic things. And then they talk to me, sort of whispering, snitching ways, beast telepathy. Now, beast telepathy exists. The game has proven it. If a person committed some type of beast crime or whatever it is, Then they go into the world of very soft, beast telepathy is when you are like Professor Xavier talking to other people telepathically. Now, if you scream at a person, it's high. Now, telepathic communication is low level sounds, low level noises that's coming from you. And that's how beast telepathic works. Is when you whisper or snitch at a low sound level in order to chat to a guy like me about your beast crimes and that you need somebody to be fixed. Now, I hope Jan gets better at the Pretoria North Clinic. I just now woke up. I was very excited that he can be fixed again and help a lot of people mechanically. But unfortunately, there are people that needs to do the sting, J. Blight effect. They need to go into the world of Dying Light, the beast effect again, and they need to do the beast telepathic things upon it. Now, the beast telepathic things is why I scream. That's why I go crazy every day and every morning and stuff like this. Because once you soft snitch or low snitch upon a person, it's the same as talking to a person without chatting in the world of telepathic abilities. The telekinetic things, once you lift up things, that is all science, future science. And telepathic abilities is also future science, but it's a more difficult thing because your brain needs to be microchipped. You need to be another robot to chat with another robot telepathically. But Dying Light suggests the Dying Light the Beast. If you snitch very softly about a person or you talk to them very at a low sound level, then it's a form of beast telepathy. It's very low sound, that's beast telepathy, basically, because then you are instructing a person and mind controlling a person how to do things through by misusing Dying Light the Beast. And then the Sting Mary J. Blight effect, I realize I wake up with NASA. I think that's the primary reason why I can sometimes scream in the mornings. I need to listen to what NASA scientist is explaining. It's a crime not to understand sometimes or conceptualize. Okay, I'm too dumb for. Okay, I don't understand that stuff because some of these people they have become like fat, like fat baby dumb things, fat crybabies and fat baby dumb like ultra criminals. And once that mixes with me, it's not good because NASA scientist is extremely smart. The average human being, they watch Cartoon Network, uh, music videos and stuff like this, and movies, crime. Mine is very different than most people. It's serious scientist that needs to explain serious stuff, and the way it breaks into even your eardrums, I explain it, but then it's mixed with a lot of people who are too fat baby down to understand. A mechanical assistant is used for cave exploration, not for allowing you to live in my full darkness. And they're just too fat baby dumb. They are just born to be fat baby dumb people. They can't do anything about it, and other people are helping them to be that. Now, if I can further on explaining this one, fat baby dumb people is very difficult because obviously if you have a baby in a spaceship, it's going to be a threat. Now they already is, I don't know. So I did realize this month I'm struggling in the British way. So if I can look at my Vodacom contract, it's not being paid at this moment. My donation to the British Army is not being paid at this moment. I can also promise you next month my donation through Facebook to the Heart Foundation, which is a white English speaking female attending to wolves who are discarded. So if you imported wolves to South Africa, she takes care of them because people discard these wolves. And she's based over there close to the Hartbeespoort Dam in Harties, Gauteng, South Africa, or in Harties, Northwest Province, South Africa. Now she's part of the British Army syndicate. If you have a white English speaking person in South Africa, they still get help from the British Army. I don't because I have German heritage. So I'm Germanic. My language is Germanic. I speak the Germanic language. Because of World War II and the new Nazi things, I don't have part of the German. I don't have the power of the German army, but she does have. I have Vodafone contracts. I have Vodafone. That is part of the British Army system. British Army donations, that's part of the British. So specifically this month, I was attacked in that sense, and that is leading to my rabbits dying basically because I don't have the power of the British Army anymore. It's not like I didn't want it to be debited, as people specifically and ingeniously targeted it what they've done is they've specifically, you can Jakob Genis, ultra sit and ultra criminals like Sting and Mary J. Blige. They specifically targeted those British debits from me. Why did they say that? Why?